Episode 7. The Magician Card Reversed. Deceitful Intentions PT. 1. Introducing Vernell Jackson. There is often the look of an angel on the devil himself. African proverb. Vernell Jackson. The city of St. Louis was alive with energy during Fat Tuesday, St. Louis's version of Mardi Gras in New Orleans. The vibrant colors of Mardi Gras decorations hanging from every building and the sound of jazz music filled the air. But Vernell was on a different mission. She needed a witch. Vernell walked hand in hand with her longtime boyfriend Khalil through the crowded streets. Khalil was adoring and attentive, his arm around Vernell's waist, but she couldn't shake the feeling of unease that gnawed at her, a dark shadow looming over her happiness, which is why she went out on Fat Tuesday to seek out the witch everybody in the Facebook group referred her to. While wandering through the Soulard area, Vernell and Khalil stumbled upon a small shop tucked away in a cobblestone alley. The sign above the door read, Zika's Mystical Nails. Satisfied with her search, Vernell turned to Khalil and said, "Bae, this is the shop I was talking about. Come on, let's go inside." Vernell said and pulled Khalil towards the door. Vernell felt a pull towards the shop, as if something inside was calling out to her, but Khalil resisted a little. "I don't know about this shop, V. This motherfucker looks sketchy. I'll wait out here, smoke a blunt or something while you get your shit done," he said and released Vernell's hand and stepped back slowly and inspected the location. Vernell was determined to get inside of the shop, and Khalil's skepticism of the area wasn't going to stop her. But at the same time, Vernell didn't trust Khalil. A few months ago, Vernell began getting the feeling that Khalil was fucking around on her. Khalil was moving differently, and Vernell had been through enough with men to recognize when her man might be finding happiness elsewhere. One day, after watching some zodiac readings on Facebook, Vernell came across a comment recommending a tarot reading from a woman named Zika. Impressed with Zika's work and her people skills, Vernell scheduled a personal reading with Zika. During their reading, Zika informed Vernell that there was another woman who had caught Khalil's eye and she would soon capture his heart. "What can I do to stop it? I'm not finna let no new bitch come in and destroy what I got with Khalil," Vernell said angrily through the phone while Zika continued to shuffle her cards. "Well, regardless of what you do, that Tower card and the Two of Cups reversed is absolute. Your man is cheating on you, and he's definitely cheating with someone you know, or it's someone you've met." Zika said matter-of-factly, "What can I do to stop this shit? We done been down this road before, and I'm not dealing with him doing this to me again. What can you do to make him stop cheating? I want the bitch gone too," Vernell said angrily. "Can I book an in-person consultation? I'm not new to spell work neither. I used a witch to make him act right before, but she stopped practicing and went back to Christianity, and I stopped talking to her." During the rest of their conversation, Zika continued to convince Vernell that Khalil was cheating on her and what to expect. Zika then booked an in-person consultation for Vernell to visit her. "All I ask is that you don't tell your boyfriend why you are here. I find that men tend to complicate things when it comes to tarot readers, especially if they've been living foul and don't want to get caught." Zika said and Vernell agreed. "I'll see you Saturday at 3 p.m. sharp. Thank you, Ms. Zika," Vernell said and plotted the trip to Zika's shop. Zika began researching Vernell immediately after she spoke with Vernell. Zika discovered that Vernell and Khalil had been together a little over 2 years, didn't have any children together, and apparently Khalil lived in Vernell's house. With a little more scrolling, Zika found out that the nature of their relationship was built on toxic ground, and appeared to have been the result of Khalil being caught cheating on another woman. Zika studied the post on all of Vernell's social media pages and felt disgust build in her heart for Vernell. She must be desperate to keep dealing with this broke-ass nigga, Zika said to herself while switching back and forth between Vernell and Khalil's pages. Zika saw a few comments that suggested that Khalil was nothing more than a man looking for his next best thrill via women's emotions. But for some reason, Vernell was adamant about keeping him in her life. In Zika's eyes, Khalil and Vernell were not compatible, but she never liked to turn down money. Zika felt like she could easily get a few $1,000s out of a bitch like Vernell, male-centered and easy to manipulate. Throughout the week, prior to Vernell's appointment, Zika reached out to Vernell and randomly told her about the things she saw in her cards for her relationship. She convinced Vernell to bring a pair of Khalil's worn underwear to the consultation. "What we need is funky draws for. Shit, he probably done had the same goddamn pair on since Sunday. Can I bring them?" Vernell said comedically. Disgusted, but never the one to fumble a bag, Zika said, "If they're that worn, Then what I have planned for your relationship will work even faster. Zika said. Excited to see the work come to fruition, Vanel said. I'll definitely be there. And I'll even bring one of our used condoms so you can have his sperm. 'Cause I really want a baby too, but I don't want to dump too much on you. Vanel said quickly. Zika's ears perked up when she heard this last little bit of information, and dollar signs danced before her eyes. Yes, bring it. I knew I saw a pregnancy in your cards. Zika lied to persuade Vanel even more. Okay, I will. See you Saturday, girl. Vanel said. Saturday morning, Zika sent Vanel a reminder email regarding their appointment and encouraged her to bring Khalil. As they entered, a cloud of incense enveloped them, and they were greeted by a mysterious woman with eyes that seemed to pierce into Vanel's soul. Welcome to the shop. My name is Damiana. Do you have an appointment? She said, then smiled. Vanel felt her jealousy grow when she noticed Damiana flashing her bright white smile at Khalil, who now had leaned on the counter and said, Hey, how are you doing, beautiful? My girl here. She got an appointment for some shit. He said snarkily, and used his thumb to point to Vanel without taking his eyes off of Damiana. Shit done, Damiana said to Khalil and lifted one eyebrow. Khalil giggled and corrected himself. Nah, I ain't mean shit like y'all shit ain't the shit. But shit, you know what I'm saying. V, tell the girl why we here. Khalil said through nervous laughter. Vanel was jealous, but she knew better than to turn up in a witch's shop. Yes, I have an appointment at 3 with Zika, she said and cleared her throat. Damiana smiled at Vanel and typed a few words on her computer and said, Vanel? Yes. All right, I will let the queen know that you're here. She's not with a client. In fact, she's been preparing the space for your arrival. Please have a seat. She will be right with you, Damiana said and motioned for them to take a seat right across from the receptionist's desk.